Capsule.
Welcome back to our Explainer series. Today, we're cracking open the spellbook of a witch who's powerful enough to take down dragons, but so shy she can barely whisper a hello. Let's dive right into Secrets of the Silent Witch, Volume 1.
So in this world, magic is all about chanting. You need words to cast spells. But there's this living legend, a mage who can unleash mind-blowing power without saying a single thing. This makes her one of the most powerful and, one of the most mysterious people on the entire planet.
So who is this witch? The one wrapped up in all this silence and myth? Well, her legend wasn't earned in some quiet library. No, it was forged on the battlefield. Our story kicks off in the lands of Count Kerbic, where something truly catastrophic is about to go down.
A black dragon straight out of your worst nightmares appears. We're talking about a creature that can literally turn kingdoms into ash. Entire armies would get wiped out. But instead, this one tiny mage steps up to face it, and she wins. All by herself. With absolutely zero casualties. It's a miracle.
But just as everyone starts celebrating, the sky goes dark again. A huge horde of over 20 paradragons, super angry about their leader, comes swooping down. The local knights, they don't stand a chance. And then, bam, in a flash of completely silent light, one spell just erases them from the sky. The one who cast it? That's our silent witch, Monica Everett. Now here's the really wild part. How she does it. Her ability is called Enchanted Magecraft. Think about it. A mage's biggest weakness is that they're totally defenseless while they're chanting. She just skips that part. And the reason she developed this ridiculously overpowered skill, it wasn't for fame or glory. It's because she has such crippling social anxiety that she literally couldn't chant out loud during her school exams. You'd think a hero like this would be living it up, right? Nope. Monica just wants to be left alone in her cabin to do her research. A nice, quiet life is all she wants. Yeah, that's not gonna last. And here comes Lewis Miller, another one of the Seven Sages, and basically Monica's total opposite. He's charming, he's imposing, and he is definitely not here to ask nicely. He shows up with an order from the king himself, and it's one she has no way of refusing. So what's the mission? Oh, it's just a brutally cruel twist of fate. Monica, the reclusive genius who can barely make eye contact, has to go undercover at an elite academy. Her job is to pretend to be a student and secretly act as a bodyguard for the kingdom's second prince. For someone with her anxiety, this is basically a nightmare come to life. And Louis's methods? Let's just say they're a little sketchy. He's pretty much blackmailing Monica into this half-baked plan. And this is his advice. It's obvious from the get-go that there is way more to this mission than just simple protection. Okay, so she gets to the academy, and her first big challenge isn't some dark wizard. It's just fitting in. Or actually, the goal is to not fit in. To pull off her cover as a bullied nobody that everyone ignores, she's gonna need some help. And she gets that help in the weirdest way possible. She meets Isabel Norton, who happens to be a massive fangirl of the Silent Witch. She is so thrilled to help her idol that she enthusiastically agrees to play the role of a cruel villainess, tormenting Monica in public. And she's so good at it, she even gets Monica a secluded attic room, which is actually perfect for avoiding people. But her social anxiety is about to become the least of her problems. There's a real threat here. A dangerous conspiracy is already underway. First, the student council accountant is disgraced. Then, things get serious, with direct assassination attempts on her target, Prince Felix. So what does Monica do? When a flower pot comes falling towards the prince, she uses her enchanted magic to secretly push it aside. Problem is, her weird, reclusive behavior and the fact that she's always around when these accidents happen makes her look super guilty. In fact, she becomes the #1 suspect for the prince's aide, Elliot Howard. So Elliot gives her an ultimatum. Figure out who the real assassin is, or he'll have her exposed and expelled. And for Monica, failing isn't just about getting kicked out of school. Failing a royal command could literally get her executed. And this is where we see that Monica is so much more than just a powerful mage. She throws herself into the investigation, and her mind is razor sharp. She even spots the prince sneaking out at night because, and I love this, his body perfectly matches the golden ratio. She audits the messed up financial records perfectly, finds clues nobody else saw, and just logically puts all the pieces together to find the real culprit. Her success, though, comes with a pretty hilarious and ironic reward. Prince Felix is so impressed by her genius with numbers that he appoints her to the student council. So now she's closer to him than ever, which is great for the mission, but a complete and total nightmare for her anxiety.
But right as she solves the case, she realizes something is wrong. This neat and tidy conclusion, it feels like a lie. The little mystery she just solved, it wasn't the whole story. It was just the first move on a much bigger and way more sinister chessboard.
She thinks back on the people involved, the accountant Aaron, his fiancée Selma, even the jerky vice president Cyril, and she spots a pattern. None of them were really in control. Their memories are all hazy, and their actions just don't make sense.
It hits her. They were all just puppets. Their minds were being twisted and manipulated by a dark, forbidden kind of magic, mental interference. It's a magic that can literally rewrite memories and control what people do.
So for now, Monica has protected the prince. But in the process, she's uncovered a chilling truth. The real enemy is still out there. And this becomes terrifyingly real when she finds Vice President Cyril out in the forest suffering from severe mana poisoning because his magic brooch was secretly sabotaged to make him go berserk. These attacks on the prince weren't about some simple revenge plot. They were just the opening shots in a much deadlier game. Who is the puppet master hiding in the shadows, pulling everyone's strings? And what's their endgame? Well, the answers are waiting, and we are going to uncover them in our explainer for Volume 2.
Plot Capsule,